Again with the scatter chart, we are just proceeding some programs. We will see how to generate a scatter plot on the basis of the dataset generated randomly using the random function RANDN. So what we have to do, we shall have to import the NumPy library for the RANDN function. Using the RANDN function from the NumPy library, we will be able to generate the dataset randomly, and accordingly that can be plotted in the graph in order to create a scatter chart. Let's see the program once. You will understand. Okay, let's come back over here. Okay, so this is a simple scatter chart. That is nothing. Yes, you can see out here the randomly taken. This is the np.random.random, because RNDN function is a member method of random class. Okay, of the Python library. So I'm going with the bare format now. Just a minute. This is, I think, yeah. This is a simple scatter chart that can be here. No attributes has been used. Simply a scatter chart with the randomly generated points has been given out here. No color attribute, no size attribute, no marker attribute has been allotted out here. Have been allotted, I mean. Okay. Now you see how this has to be executed. Run executing this program, then you can see the graph that has been generated. Yes, this is the one, that is the randomly generated points have been given, because the random numbers are the such kind of numbers, okay, between 0 to 1. Between 0 to 1, any number, there are many rational numbers, innumerable rational numbers that are being generated randomly. That is the purpose of the random functions, and accordingly the scatter plot has been made. So here 1 point, here 1 point, you can see. Okay, there is also 1 point. So all the coordinates have been shown out here. So here we have taken the 1001. The range has been taken 1 to 1000. So that many number will be that many randomly generated points will be created, and accordingly that will be put into the data set, and then scatter plot will draw the chart. All right, that is the thing. So now from this program we will going little bit ahead of this one. Okay, so where the attributes have been given. Now you see out here, as we had done yesterday, that xy color equals to g, marker equals to 8, s equals to 200, that has been used. So what is color? This is the color attribute. Okay, that is the g. You can see, you can use also c. Okay, marker for the shape here 8 has been taken, that means an octagonal shape has been taken, and s equals to 200, means the size of the each scatter points will be of 200 pixel, and plt dot show, and title has been used. The same title has been kept out here, just a manipulation of the last program. So here here a little bit, if you change, everything will change. All right, now the thing is that I have taken the 1000 odd points between 0 and 1, and then it has been it will be generated. Okay, now the thing is that if I am clicking on OK, then what will happen? The graph will be generating. Now you see that how it is appearing on a separate window, the scatter chart. All right, yes, the marker has been taken place, but it seems be little bit of round shape, but you can see if you see go through each point, you will see an octagonal shape has been created, because you see the vector edges over here, you can see the edges over here. Okay, and accordingly the size is too big, that's why this part is showing like a patch, but in fact these are all the separated points. All right, so these are all the distinct point has been created with the help of the RANDN function. Fine, so that is the way to use the random RNDN function, which is a member method of the random library. So we need to import numpy in this case. Okay, and in though even numpy is not a part of the syllabus, but in some cases we have to import numpy, otherwise some important commands we will be unable to use. So that's why we need to import the np library. As usual, import matplotlib.pyplot as plt. This command has to be there, otherwise matplotlib library will not be imported. And scatter command, as usual, plt show is actually showing the displaying the chart, and plt.title, that is actually placing the title on this one. You can see this is the title out here, you can see, and s and p, x and y are storing the data set. Now in this program we will see that how the plotting could be done by using the random function, and this will generating the marker colors and the size, and we can give it explicitly. That we will see in the in our last program. This one I'm just closing. This one, I think, yes. Now this is the one. This program is what it will just generate each and every point distinctively in the scatter chart. All right. So what are the commands has been given? Import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. This is the usual command in order to import a matplotlib library, and import numpy as np means what? That is the numpy library has been imported, and x equals to random array ndn, that is the 1,000 points will be generated on the x-axis coordinate, and y equals to np.random.rndn 1,000, that is also the same thing. Okay, but that is in the y-axis. The two data sets have been created. One is x, another is y. They are simply the variable. You can take some other variable as well. Okay, not mandatorily x and y. All right, then I have taken a variable size, which is actually defining the size for each and every randomly generated points. That is the 50 into np.random.rndn. Any number can be used. Okay, and colors equals to np.random.rndn 1,000. All right, now the simple scatter plot can be used. Scatter plot can be used. So one more thing I'm using out here, plt dot legend. Let's see what is happening. Plt dot legend and plt dot title. Okay, and I'm giving the scatter chart with um, distinctive distinctive mm, uh, points. Okay, distinctive scatter chart with, just a minute, scatter chart with points of, okay, points of randomly generated colors. Okay, colors. Okay, fine. It's closing. Let's see. Execute this program once. Okay, run module and click on OK as usual, and scatter will be done as per the things. Okay, wait for a while. So it is showing the legend, this command is wrong. So whenever this kind of things will occur, you can rectify it. So by mistake you may type something wrong. All right, so that is the thing. So you may change it also afterwards, otherwise your program will not run, because the Python interpreter is not allow you to execute this program. So here randomly generated, but the warning, this is called runtime warning, that may be generated, that actually I have mentioned in the Google Classroom also. While execution of this program you may have this kind of things, but you see here is no scope of legend. That's why legend command is not useful out here, and this is the one, this is called the runtime warning. This might generate, so don't need to worry, because it depends on version to version. So you may continue your practical, that is not a problem. Okay, so you just simply close it. When it will come, you can kill this window, and you can see this graphic chart that has been generated here with the each randomly generated points. All right, so that is the thing. So so whenever you are executing this kind of program, so this kind of things you might have to face. I have mentioned in the Google Classroom also in the form of a note when I have given this program. Fine, so that is the thing. So let's see, these are the coordinates of the different points that has been generated distinctively. You can see the shape and size are varying everywhere. Okay, that is the purpose of the that is the purpose here. The size we have taken out here, randomly generated size, and the same size we have not given any number out here. We have given just the variable s equals to size and c equals to colors. This particular command may be noted. All right, so the thing is that, so nice program, a very good program has been in display with you, that the practical, that may be practically implemented, and afterwards this particular program on all, from tomorrow onwards we will move on to the bar plot or the bar chart, the another type of chart. Thank you.